Welcome to the channel. Shocking photo of the world.
Russian immigrants of German descent, Ellis Island, 1905. Jacob Mithelstadt with his family, wife, 7 sons and 1 daughter. Judging by the photo, they are not poor immigrants. All in leather shoes, even the little ones in boots and shoes. Street scene in Mexico. Mexico City, 1983. Most likely, Mexicans are preparing to watch the World Youth Football Championship, which was held in Mexico in 1983. A diver takes a break from filming 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Los Angeles, 1953. A special water tank was built for this film in one of the Disney Studio pavilions. It was 18 by 38 meters in size and up to 3.5 meters deep. The gym on board the Titanic, 1912. First-class passengers had access to a gym and a gymnastics room on board. Newlyweds, 1965. The photo was taken during the Civil War in the Dominican Republic in April 1965. Santo Domingo. Snow leopard hunting. Kyrgyz SSR, 1973. During the Soviet era, hunting of snow leopards was permitted in Kyrgyzia. Their fur was highly valued, and live specimens were sent to zoos around the world. Berliners received free potatoes from the Soviet Military Administration. Germany, May 1945. Trams stuck in the snow. Komsomolska no more, 1960s. Innovative motherhood. A mother uses a trash can to restrain her baby while she crochets in a park. USA, 1969. Girls eat spaghetti on inflatable mattresses near the island of Capri, Italy, June 1939. Cathedral fortified with sandbags, France, 1918. Sandbags were used to protect against bombs during World War I. Amiens Cathedral. Furry conqueror of space. Chimpanzee Ham is preparing for a test flight under the Mercury program, subprogram Mercury Redstone 2. Dogs were sent to the USSR and monkeys to the USA. A warrior from the Fiji Islands, 1880s. Almost 150 years have passed, several generations have changed, and we are still looking at him. That's why I like old photos. This is eternal life, frozen in a frame. People in Hanoi immediately after the warning of an air attack in 1967. A woman drinks chicha. Cusco, Peru, 1931. This local drink is made from corn and tastes like kvass or beer. Laying the foundation of the main building of Moscow State University. Moscow, 1948. The foundation of the main building is located at a depth of 1,314 meters, and the volume of the concrete box is 43,000 cubic meters. Medical spacesuits designed to ease childbirth and improve the IQ of babies. 1965. Jonathan the Turtle Ace D. Helena in the 1900s, and today, 191 years old. This is the oldest turtle in history. The director of the Belgrade Zoo persuades the chimpanzee Sammy to return home after escaping. 1988. Morning swimmers in Las Vegas watch the mushroom cloud from an atomic test conducted 120 kilometers away. 1953. Colorized photograph of Princeton University students after a snowball fight. 1893. A photograph of a young Bedouin woman from Kuwait holding her lamb during the Gulf War. 1991. A Japanese-American family after being released from a Japanese concentration camp in Los Angeles. Charles Ebbets. The man who took the famous photograph titled Lunch on Top of a Skyscraper. 1932. The Lion Man. Stefan Bobrovsky was born in 1891 and suffered from hypertrichosis, excessive hair growth. He was spotted by a freak show owner in Europe and bought from his parents at the age of 4. Since then, he has traveled the world, performing in various shows and earning good money. Stefan was a very intelligent and educated man. He spoke 5 languages. According to rumors, he adored his external feature, stating that he owed everything he had seen and achieved in life to it. The collapse side of the Empire State Building was hit by a B-25 Mitchell bomber. USA, July 28, 1945. 1910, USA. A sailor takes a picture with his cats, who always go sailing with him. 23-year-old Italian circus performer Maria Spalterina walked a tightrope over Niagara Falls in 11 minutes, then walked back down in 10 minutes, walking backwards. 1876. The absolute Guinness record for childbearing belongs to a Russian peasant woman who lived 100 years ago. Foda Vasiliev's wife gave birth to 69 children in 27 births. 16 times she gave birth to twins, 7 times to triplets, and 4 times to quadruple children. 1917, USA. Brewster armor protection for snipers during World War I. Health and Safety Superintendent Clifford Roberts serves as a model during a fire training course for hospital staff. Richmond, 1965. A rare photo of North Korean leader Kim Il-sung with a tumor on his neck. Photographers were forbidden to photograph the right side of his face. Late 1980s. Men didn't pay attention to me when I was thin. Advertisement for a fat-gaining product. USA, 1950s. A pearl diver on the Mississippi prepares for another entry to the bottom. 1938. He uses an old fuel tank from a car as a helmet. In such a device, he could dive to a depth of 21 meters. A wave during a storm covers a lighthouse off the coast of France. 1980s. Testing the strength of the wooden body of the DKWF-8. At least 28 people are standing on the moving car. Germany, 1939. The FA Cup final between Cardiff City and Arsenal. The 23rd of April 1927. Police at Wembley literally climb over the heads of fans to get to their posts. The stranded ship of the British Antarctic expedition led by Ernest Shackleton, HMS Endurance, 1915. To loggers under large tree, Pacific Northwest, 1915. An unusual place for prams at the front of a bus. New Zealand, 1950. 17-year-old Manny Pacquiao trains to become a future boxing legend. 1995. 1930s burlesque performer Sherry Britton was said to have a figure to die for. Sybil Shepherd, American actress and model. In 1968, she was awarded the title of Model of the Year. A lady walks around London renting out books as a walking library. London, England, 1934. A businessman and secretary work in a swimming pool during a heat wave in Berlin, Germany. 1926. 1950s bullet bra invented in the 1940s. They were fashionable in the 1940s, 1950s, and early 1960s before softer, more natural-looking bras came back into fashion. Jane Mansfield attends a football match. White Hart Lane, Tottenham Hotspur, 1959. Men line up at the Labour Exchange, hoping to get some work during the Great Depression, 1930. In 1859, 24 rabbits were released into the wild in Australia. Within 6 years, their number had grown to 6 million individuals. Before the invention of pin spotters, pins were set manually by children pin boys. UK, 1914. Korean refugees flee North Korea across a bridge damaged by an airstrike. 1950. Auction and Negro sales, a shop where slaves were once sold. Atlanta, 1864. World-class strength athletes are stunned by the strength of an ordinary Chinese farmer. 1968. Virtual reality glasses date back to 1968. The device was invented by Hugo Gernsback and worked on the same principle as modern VR glasses. The face of a hockey goalie before the mask became standard issue. 1966. During the flood, Parisians moved around the city using chairs. 1924. New York subway passengers sit without newspapers during the city's newspaper strike. 1953. Police escort 28-year-old Valeria Solanas to the 13th precinct after she shot Andy Warhol June 3, 1968. In New York City, Thomas Woodhouse, born 1730, was a circus performer famous for having the world's longest nose, reportedly measuring 20 centimeters 8 in long. The photo was taken in 1957 in the Netherlands, where open-air skulls were quite popular at the time. The idea of learning outdoors should be very obvious, weather permitting, of course, but most traditional schools these days don't pay much attention to the benefits of learning outside four walls.